How you all doing? My name is Mr. Rev, Comrade Rowley. I just realised we were not live to air. I do apologise for the late running of this service. I just did the whole church services, so we're just gonna jump straight into. We're just gonna jump straight into our song. And so this is Sam's story.
I know there's something in the wake of your smile. I get a notion from the look in your eyes. You've built a love, but that love falls apart. Your little piece of heaven turns to dark. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Sometimes you wonder if this fight is worthwhile. The precious moments are all lost in time. There's slipped away, nothing is what it seems. The feeling of belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. But you can't find the words, the sense of magic, the beauty that's been when love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
Our next song of praise is Daughter by Ryan Cassidy.
that this is who I am for anyone that cares. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world. But Dad, I'll always stay your little girl. 10 years ago, I know you had a hard time, and I tried and tried, 'cause I want you in my life. I'm just living true, no doubt in my mind, and these changes, they take time, you'll find. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world. But Dad, I'll always stay your little girl. I know that you accept me as your son, but that doesn't mean your daughter ever did run. I'll always be close to you, no matter what. I love you and no doors are ever shut. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world. But Dad, I'll always stay your little girl. I didn't change who I am. I've always been a man. Still it changed your world. But Dad, I'll always stay your little girl. But Dad, I'll always stay your little girl.
That was Daughter by Ryan Cassidy. Welcome to CLACCA ULC. My name is Mr. Rev, Comrade Rowley. Here at Rowley, I'd just like to acknowledge the land that we're meeting on is of the Gadigal and Wangal people of the Eora Nation, and pay my respects to the elders, both past and present, and recognise sovereignty, treaty, and social justice has never been ceded. Stated, and that acknowledgement extends to wherever you're watching, far and wide. Just a few announcements. Firstly, the New South Wales elections are coming up. Whoever you're voting for, if you can, support Socialist Alliance or the Greens. Greens or Victorian Socialists. Don't vote for the Liberals. The other important announcement is on the 2nd of April, the Transgender Day of Visibility is happening at the same time as the Palm Sunday refugee rally. So the Transgender Day of Visibility being organised by Pride and Protest, that's happening at the Newtown Hub, and the Palm Sunday refugee rally that is happening at Belmore Park, and that one starts at 2 p.m. They are, both rallies are aware of the time clash, because we everyone alerted them to that fact, and they are doing what they can to finding a meeting point where both rallies can meet. One hopes, or it may be separate. I don't know. But if you want to join the Palm Sunday protest, head to the RAC Sydney Facebook page. If you want to join the Pride and Protest more details about the Pride and Protest or Transgender Day of Visibility, check out the Pride and Protest Facebook page. The other important announcement is there is a Pitt Street Uniting Church holding a. I just have to look up the details. Yeah, so Pitt Street Uniting Church, they are holding a Resurrecting Wounds, tending the wounds of the battered and bruises in our churches, and that is happening on the 29th of March. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you still got time to RSVP. So RSVP by the 22nd of March, if you're planning on attending, and you RSVP at office at pittstreetuniting.org.au, and the event it's from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And it's in the community room, level 1, 2 Pilgrim House, 262 Pitt Street, Sydney, next door to Pitt Street UCA. Or alternatively, you can just contact either Reverend Josephine Ingpen or Pitt Street Uniting Church for more information in relation to that event. The other important announcement is we are currently fighting for the equal right to complete my theology degree at Charles Sturt University. Essentially a wrongful. We have had our misconduct hearing. We've discovered that there was an error made, a procedural error. Effectively, the outcome was based on a decision that happened in 2017 that had been previously revoked. So we are able to use that. It was that one was in relation to that happened during the course of the campaign for marriage equality. It was done by no voters, and again with only 3 subjects left to complete, we are fighting for the equal right to complete our degree without discrimination and discrimination. We're in the process. Thanks to those of you who have lended us your support, and also thank you very much for Pride and Protest letting me speak out on the issue of safe schools, and speaking out on this issue at their last Pride and Protest event. So we are in the process of lodging an appeal. We've got about 10 days. So I've got until the 24th of March to get my appeal in. But essentially, they have already been put on notice that we will hold a protest. Look, last time when I won my case, I won it by appeal. And on this occasion, likewise, will need to be one. I think I'm hoping we can do it by appeal, but essentially the outcome very clearly stated that it was based on what happened in 2017 when the decision was made that no further action was supposed to be organized in response to that. So that's effectively what they've contravened, and we're hoping that even though that decision was in my dead name, it was at the time like made the decision that we were not guilty of what was alleged, and it made the decision that I was permitted the equal right to complete my studies, and it was directed that there was to be no further action on the matter. So effectively, they're contravening they're contravening an existing decision that says that they shouldn't be pursuing this action for action. Just essentially, their issue is over asking for a universal letter for Centrelink. Centrelink, and they have a problem with the fact that I was about 3 subjects away from completing my degree. So that's essentially what their issue is. It's a tiny minority of transphobic individuals. It does not necessarily represent the majority of individuals at United Theological College, or at Charles Sturt University, and so we are continuing to wage the fight, and we will not stop until we successfully overturn that. So stay up to date. I am posting. I will, as soon as I know the next appeal date, I will let people know. But at the moment, I've got less than 10 days to get my evidence in, and so that's what I've been. So that's effectively like what I've been tied up with doing. If for those of you if wondering why I've been a bit quiet the last few days, it's because primarily I've been focusing on getting the evidence done because I got the notification on the 14th of March, and they only give you 10 days to lodge an appeal. So that's effectively what I've been doing. So that's all in relation to that. So now we will bring you the message. And so this message is based on the hour of Jesus, and it's from Jeremiah 31:31 to 34, Hebrews 5:7 to 9, and John 12:20 to 33. The hour is a biblical term which is repeatedly mentioned in John's Gospel. It is the time of the new covenant. See Jeremiah 31:31 to 34. Some Greeks who had gone to worship at the festival wanted to see Jesus. The Lord responds to this request with a long and profound meditation on the hour. John's Gospel is written as a drama in which everything is orientated towards a final outcome, namely the encounter of the power of Jesus based on the love with the unjust power rejecting him. This crossroads ends on the cross and finally in the victory over the cross and death, the resurrection. The hour is the moment in which God's gratuitous and universal love at the root of his preference for the poor comes face to face with the social and religious dynamics which reject him, namely with sin. That conflict is expressed on the cross. This is why it will have to be lifted up in John 12:32 to denounce what leads Jesus to life and in witness of his loving surrender. Through his own death, Jesus is revealing the God of life. This is the Jesus whom the Greeks addressing Philip will see in verse 21. Death on the cross is not just a question of fatality. It is the result of an option. No one takes my life from me, but I lay it down on my own accord. In John 10:18. Jesus journeys in his hour with the consistency of his life. His words are in accordance with his deeds, and his deeds are in accordance with his words. This is what makes him dangerous for the powers of the world. Jesus' death seals the new covenant announced by the prophet Jeremiah in our first reading. This pact means both the belonging of the people to God and of God to the people. Its purpose is knowing God, and we know that in the Bible, knowledge means love. This is, therefore, a covenant of love. This is what the cross represents, the free and total surrender of love, the hour in which the message is revealed to us, the grain of wheat, which dies but bears much fruit. The hours also occur in the lives of persons and of nations. This is what's at stake for them in our condition as disciples in the here and now. These hours are shaped by our own consistency. If the latter is affirmed, the hour will come. In the specific crossroads we face, we have to be grains of wheat bearing of fruit. In the face of the struggle of the poor to survive, we must find ways to behave with the consistency of Jesus. At that hour we have to respond to his call, even though it may be painful as it was for Jesus in Hebrews 5:7-9, by bearing witness to life for all in the midst of a situation which marginalizes and asphyxiates the poor. Our next song of praise is If Not Us, Who by Tash Holmes.
Already I hear the music, the victory drawing near. Freedom has arrived, rejoice. And from my lips a cry of praise. Here I am, send me out. Give me strength enough to lift my voice and shout against poverty, honestly, against the injustice in our society. Let this to us be true. If not us, who? Already I hear the laughter of hungry souls starved no more. I have changed forever my ways, so I am no longer afraid. Here I am, send me out. Give me strength enough to lift my voice and shout against poverty, honestly, against the injustice in our society. Let this to us be true. If not us, who? the strength enough to lift my voice and shout against poverty. Honestly, against the injustice in our society. Let this to us be true. If not us, who? Already I hear the music.
On the night that Jesus was betrayed, Jesus took a loaf of bread and broke it and said, "This is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, Jesus took the cup after supper and blessed it, saying, "This cup contains the new covenant of my blood, which is poured out for you. Do this in remembrance of me." This table does not belong to the state. It doesn't belong to any church. It belongs to God, and all are welcome to the table without discrimination. Please come and share in this meal. Our next song of praise is You Say by Lauren Diego, and then we will be doing the offering.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. When I
your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory.
That was You Say by Lauren Diego. Oh, and now it's time for our offering. If you would like to donate to CLACCA Universal Life Church's Fighting Fund, you can do so at CLACCA Universal Life Church, 11 BSB 112 879 account 495 470 290 or GoFund.me /6D910E99. We do, CLACCA ULC very much relies on your donations to cover the costs, cover the costs of our public events so that we can keep them free to the public, for anyone who supports the work and life of CLACCA Universal Life Church. While we do encourage people to get ordained with the Universal Life Church, being part of the Universal Life Church, it's not compulsory to be an ordained minister. However, you are welcome to apply and CLACCA ULC. Effectively, we do the legal registration side, and we assist in terms of what training. What are the minimum training requirements you need to do, background checks, etc. So we assist with the legal registration and educational side in terms of legally registering ULC ordinations. But if you want to actually do ULC ordinations, actually get ordained with the Universal Life Church, then there are two important websites that you need to go to, either ulchq.com or ulc.net, ulcseminary.org, where you can also study the seminary ministry courses, or you can also get ordained with the monastery. So it's Universal Life Church in America. They handle the ordination part. CLACCA ULC, we just assist with the legal registration part. So that's so that's the part that we do. But if you want to get ordained with the Universal Life Church, as I did, we fully encourage that. So we fully encourage that. CLACCA ULC just assists with the legal side. The side of it, because it's an important part of the fight for the Universal Life Church to become a legal recognized church in Australia, and Australia, because we're having to fight for equality for us, equality ourselves. So which has been an ongoing fight. The Universal Life Church has been doing since 1959. Essentially, the primary issue why the Universal Life Church has had to fight for so long is the fact that the Universal Life Church has open ordination without discrimination. For anyone who wants to apply, and the process of applying to become ordained. It's a very it only takes about 30 seconds to apply, and you usually get a response within within a week. But you do have to apply. You do have to apply for a copy of your credentials, but the process is much quicker. Quicker. And me personally, look, I haven't. For me personally, I found that it's helped me to grow, and it's made it a hell of a lot easier for me. Like in terms of my medical, it definitely assisted me in terms of my medical and legal transition. And for me, essentially, it gave me it gave me the Universal Life Church ordaining with me without discrimination. No matter how many times individuals with other groups may reject me, I know that we've always got a home with the Universal Life Church. And that's what I've loved about the Universal Life Church. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times individuals within other groups reject me. The ULC, has always stood by us, which has always been amazing. Which has always been amazing and good. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful every single day to be part of a church that will stand by you, like no matter what. Which is really good. Good. So, we're now going to go to our final song of praise. And I'm just looking for our final song of praise. I do apologize. So our final song of praise is Keepers of the Earth. And thank you very much. Please join CLACCA ULC at 5, normally at 5 p.m. Normally at 5 p.m. Every Sunday. Today we had a practice run. But yeah, normally we are at 5 o'clock every Sunday. Sunday, we will be doing on the Trans Day of Visibility / Palm Sunday, we will be still doing a broad stream, a live stream of Sunday Church. It may be a bit late. It may be a bit late due to the Palm Sunday and Transgender Day of Visibility, but we would be in the meantime, we are normally here from 5 p.m. Every Sunday. We also the other important thing that is coming up is Easter. For further details, please tune in every Sunday from 5 p.m. That's all for now. My name is Mr. Rev Comrade Rowley, and thanks for joining us. And here is Keepers of the Earth. Bye for now.
Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
tame the herons and rhinoceros.
For they lose their hope when we careless and flawed. A land with trash and with wasted heads. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea. Guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
We all need a warmth and the cleanest breeze, but we ruin it all when we burn so much fuel.
Let's save the hills, mountains and plains and lakes. Plant a tree, recycle waste, go green. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea. Guarding the forest, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are.
Plant more trees, reuse, go green, clean our seas, create a safer earth. Plant more trees, reuse, go green, clean our seas, create a safer earth.
Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea. Guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Keepers of the night, land and sea. Guarding our forests, saving our planet. Keepers of the earth, yes we are. Yes we are.
This is Operation Save the Planet. Stop polluting the environment.
The forest provides shelter and food for many animals, insects and bugs. If we keep cutting down trees, the world might soon become a desert without life. Save the forest.